So did the US Secretary lie to Congress? There are growing calls for Antony Blinken to step down after leaked reports show he was presented with information that Israel was blocking humanitarian aid to Gaza. But on the 10th of May 2024, Blinken addressed Congress stating, "We do not currently assess that the Israeli government is prohibiting or otherwise restricting the transport or delivery of US humanitarian assistance." But this wasn't true.
The head commander came to us and said, "Okay, you guys came and blocked. We don't want to fight." And he said to us, "I'll just lock the gate. You guys don't need to stand in the sun." We got lollipops. We got watermelon from the police.
Lollipops and watermelons.
Yeah, watermelons, and was great with them.
Several expert agencies like USAID concluded Gaza faces, quote, "one of the worst humanitarian catastrophes," end quote, with Israel blocking aid. In addition to USAID, an agency of the US federal government tasked with managing civilian foreign aid and development assistance, other nonprofits like the UN and Oxfam also reported that Israel blocked aid. Under the Foreign Assistance Act, these reports should have triggered an immediate halt to weapons sales to Israel. The act mandates that if the US knows a military aid recipient is blocking humanitarian aid, it must cut off military assistance to that country. $230 billion has been spent on Israel since 1946, according to the Center on Foreign Relations. Israel has been the largest recipient of the US military foreign aid, and since the 7th of October, the US has spent about $250 million on military aid to Israel. For comparison, the United Nations World Food Programme estimates that $40 billion annually is needed to end world hunger by 2030.
Do we have a double standard? The answer is no.
Meanwhile, Gaza has experienced extreme famine, and half of Gaza faces catastrophic food insecurity, according to experts.
وناكل أكل الحمير كله.
كنت تقدري تاكليه؟
And if that wasn't enough information for Blinken, he could have listened to Israeli officials. When the war on Gaza began, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said,
אנחנו מטילים מצור מוחלט על העיר עזה. אין חשמל, אין מזון, אין מים, אין דלק. הכל סגור. אנחנו נלחמים בחיות אדם ואנחנו נוהגים בהתאם.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed not to let any aid into the strip through Israel's crossings, quote, "in the form of food and medicine as long as our hostages are not returned." Former Energy Minister and now Foreign Affairs Minister Israel Katz wrote on his X account, "I strongly oppose lifting the blockade and allowing goods into Gaza on humanitarian grounds." And National Security Minister and settler Ben-gvir said on his X account, "not a gram of humanitarian aid." On Thursday, Israel announced it had secured another $8.7 billion aid package from the US to support its military.
Everything that we're trying to do is to try to make the world just a little bit safer.